toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. Well, Paul Bunyan's axe went home to Minneapolis last year, and boy, did the Gophers chop up the Badgers, and probably even sweeter to do it in Camp Randall.
Yeah, and Camp Randall was really quiet because it was a beatdown. I mean, Wisconsin had 166 yards of offense. They got absolutely nothing going. Minnesota got the ball rolling. They ran the football at will. They out-toughed Wisconsin. Jesse, I have to imagine Wisconsin heard about that a lot in the offseason.
Yeah, I got to think, if you're Wisconsin head coach Luke Fickell, you need your team to be more physical, especially in the trenches, because in that game the last time, they couldn't run the football. They couldn't stop the run. It's all going to be won or lost up front. That's the challenge for the Badgers this year.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the timing just a hair off. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Minnesota's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very, very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one, Dave.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game plan. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's the guy they're going to focus on for that big play, you know, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Got his man on the right. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QB sees easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the 1st down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And on 3rd down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their 2nd drive.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the tailback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Taylor.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wideout. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, play, it's intercepted.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Anthony. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Got his man quickly. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Edwards. Gets it out fast.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback running on the draw. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Turner. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Badgers will boot away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have at your place, David?
Well, I have the body spray, but no, this rivalry obviously means so much. These programs built so similar to each other. So many tough guys on this football field wanting to come out here and swing that axe.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield.
Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. He makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Badgers are flying down the field. Looking for room, it's Dupree. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Quarterback on the keeper. Plows through the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now, here's second and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Creates a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Badgers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Finds a man by himself. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get him first.
Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wants to fire on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Got it in the middle, it's Dupree. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Badgers in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
To the air on second down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside it. The ball pops out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Back to throw, it's Edwards. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anthony. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Setting up the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. He wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
And back to the air on second down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor has it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. And so in this old-school, heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's axe will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.